La 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 lattes were a. La 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 lattes were a. La 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 lattes were a. Hey y'all, it's your girl Latte, and you are in Latte's world. If you haven't been here before, hello, and if you have, hello my loyalties. Listen, today is definitely tea with Tay. Today is definitely tea with Tay. Because between Monday and Friday, some tea has definitely been spilled. Like, this week has been definitely filled with the dramas and more of the dramas. It is domestic violence awareness, and it seems like, everybody is deciding to come out and share their story, which is a beautiful thing, because taking light of someone else's abuse is not good. And there is a lot of people that has been victimized under the statute of domestic violence, which is one of the reasons why Ashanti, decided to release her sister's pictures of her interaction with domestic violence, this nasty thing, Like, what gives somebody the right to put their hands on you? Nothing. Nothing. Keep your hands to yourself. And I'm not even going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to be one of those that, say something and don't be honest, because I've been a person that has used my hands. Okay? And that ain't what's supposed to happen. You don't have rights to put your hands on somebody because you don't like the actions that person is possessing. The same energy that you use to put your hands on somebody is the same energy you could use to go to hell on. Keep your hands to yourself. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, she released her sister's pictures of an event that took place in 2020 between her sister and the guy that she was dealing with at that time. And when I tell you it's disgusting, it's disgusting. It is so hard to see another woman beat down and battered. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, this girl, black, teeth, she needed reconstructive surgery for her mouth. Like, her teeth looked like a set of stairs at the end of the day. Bloody, body all bruised up. Like, that's sad. That's sad. Somebody that said that they loved you was able to put you within that condition. And the bad part about it is there's a lot of women that deal with that each and every day, that hide their scars and keep them secrets. They don't have the strength yet to post their pics or tell their story. So there's still a lot of women that's out there living in fear. And don't get it twisted, because domestic violence goes both ways. Women beat on men just like men beat on women. It is a two-way street. Like you heard what I said in the beginning. Like I said, I used to use my hands because, you get mad and you just be wanting to hurt a person just as bad as they hurt you. So you be trying to... But that's not the way to go. And when you grow, you know. When you know better, you do better. And that's the moral of that story. Do not put your hands on nobody. That's not love. Like, it's like a sense of control at some point in time. You controlling a person with fear. They love you, but they not wanting to get you upset because they know the other side of you and who you can become. And even though nobody else might not know that they dealing with this, and it is something that is being dealt with behind closed doors, the tragedy of it all is most times people don't find out until somebody ends up dead, which is becoming a reoccurring thing these days. I'm serious. Like, it's like you hear more now about men killing their baby mamas and, in terrible ways. In terrible ways. Like, in terrible ways. A couple of weeks ago, like, a man decapitated his baby mother in broad daylight, right in the middle of the street. Like, right in the middle of the street, broad daylight. This woman's head was behind the car, and her body was on the side of the car. Like, where's that alarm coming from? Oh my God, cut it off. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry. That's probably one of my kids' phone, but listen. In other news, well, with that news, I am going to place the pictures. here, like how I always do, to give some visual of what it is that I am talking about. But like I always say, we are people, we are humans, we go through things. Don't ever be embarrassed because you going through something, or you've been through something, thinking that you don't want to tell nobody because you will be judged. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks if it saves your life. Because the person that's harming you is not caring to save your life. They're trying to take it. And when people get to that mind stature of, if you're not loving me, you're not loving nobody, that is a very dangerous line. It really is. So once that line is crossed, that's like thank God that alarm went off. Because was that getting on y'all nerves like it was getting on my nerves? Because it was getting on my nerves. But yeah, that's the line of no return. Because it only takes that one time. You know how when it comes to kids, you be like, oh, you got to watch your kids because it only take a second. That one hit can be the last hit. That one event can be the last event. That one situation can be the last situation. And why does the last situation has to be what it is that is now shown for a person's life? Because now you see a person on the news, and now the news got a story to tell about, oh, these people were fighting on and, or they were together on and off for months. It's the same story. Oh, she had an order of protection against him, and oh, he had mental it. Like, yes, mental illness is very serious, and I say it all the time, and I don't know why people be thinking that they out here dealing with these crazy ass fucking people, and there's not going to be no repercussions that come from it. And sometimes the repercussion is your life. You can't love somebody that don't even know who the fuck they is when they wake up or go to sleep. That's just real shit. I mean, just being real deal Holyfield. At the end of the day, you can't save that person, so the best thing to do is to save yourself. Especially if you have children. They deserve you more than anything in this world. And when a person becomes to the factors of being selfish enough to be willing to take you away from something that needs you more than anything, that goes to show you they not in their right mind. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. But that was that story. I'm happy that Ashanti's sister has gotten up out of her situation. And God bless her for surviving and becoming able to share her story, so more women like her can put their fear aside far as speaking out. Now, on to other news. Do y'all see 50 Cent's son all over the place with this, oh, he only gets $6,700 a month to live on? How do y'all feel about that? Because, see, I got two different views. Drop in a comment what your view is, and I'm going to tell y'all what both of my views is. Okay, for a regular person like me. Yeah, I'm saying a regular person because I'm not spending no $6,700 a month on anything. That's great living for me. But what I'm saying is, if you come from a particular lifestyle and you're used to living a certain type of way, then what might seem a lot to some people may be minute to another. If I'm coming from money, then I'm used to money. Now, in my analogy, that's like if I was rich, right? I said if I was like rich, right? Because I'm about to be rich, right? So I want y'all to remember this conversation right here. This one. Time stamp it. But that's like me being rich, right? My kids live with me. So they enjoying and living the same lifestyle that I am at that time. So nice things is going to be something that they're used to. So for me to take them out of a situation like that and then just put them on Section 8, I mean, I don't even think they would be able to grasp the concept of that. Now, not am I knocking anyone down with Section 8. I'm just saying there's upper income and then there's low income. You're only entitled to certain programs and stuff when you're low income. But if you're of a higher income, then what might seem like money to a person on a lower income is really no money to a person that's on a higher income. That's nothing to me. Like, I was spending that when I was a little ass kid. Like, tell me something. But then, on the other hand, I also feel like you a grown ass man at this point. And instead of whining about what it is that your father's not giving you, go out there and get something on your own. Like, people be too comfortable with living off of other people's name. That's one thing I did not do. Don't get me wrong. When my father was living within this lifetime, he made sure he made his name a legacy. Okay, he was into real estate. He had property. He did a lot of things that he invested his money into where he would have a great return. When my father passed away, I didn't go looking for money. I didn't worry about what it was that I could get that was his or what I felt like I deserved, because I felt like I was missing out on the biggest thing that there was, and that was the person. So I was losing out on the love. The financial stature behind it wasn't the accountant of it. I mean, that's not what I cared about. But let me tell you, there's God. Because what's for me will always be for me. Let the church stand. Let the church stand and say amen. But just because another person went out there and put their footprints on the world, don't mean that you get to step in them same footprints and make them yours. Whatever happened to making your own? Whatever happened to making your own footprints? People feel like, oh, all right, just because I'm attached to this person, that means that I'm entitled. No, it be the entitlement for me. And then the fact is that whoever decided that it was a good idea to do that interview, they need to be fucking slapped. Because it's a good and a bad thing. Because sometimes people do things just for the benefit of themselves and the embarrassment of others. They knew that video of that boy was going to be all over the place. He probably got a couple of dollars for the video, so I guess that's the first step of working on his own. But why every time we see this young man, it has something to do with going against his father? And you expect me to do something for you? You want me to do something for you, and every time I see you, it's some shit. Like, I don't care. At the end of the day, if you not treating me a certain type of way, then don't expect me to treat you a certain type of way. I don't give a fuck who you is. Man, woman, or child. Period. Point blank. And no, I don't share equal energy. I will just not fuck with you. And obviously the boy know he done put himself in a position to where now his father chooses not to with him. Because at the end of the day, kids need to stay in kids' places. Whatever me and your mother went through in a relationship was me and your mother's relationship. As long as I was taking care of you as a father, you had nothing to say as a child. But being that you want to be in me and your mother's business, you can be in the same situation with your mother. Now, go tell your mother $6,700 ain't enough. And let's see what she able to do to you, or do for you, or do with you. Because the thanks that this man got for even letting y'all stay in his house was your mama moving her nigga up in the crib, and you see how far that went, burnt to dust. Before I let a nigga live up in my crib, I'ma burn it down. I don't blame you. I would have been on the same type of time, Fitty. But anyway, that's that story. That's how I feel about that. That's my opinion on it. Marquise. Go get you some fucking business, so that way you don't have to worry about the business that pays your dad for it to be paying you. Like, damn, you trying to come over here and the man's still living. Like, what? Like, what? Privilege, and more privilege. These kids be too damn privileged. Okay? Now, on to the next story. I don't know what it is this week, but the game, I don't know. Cardi is on fire. Cardi on fire. Why is they playing with Cardi? Everybody want a piece of Cardi, but you know what I don't like? How they take all the greatest women that are in the game and turn them against each other. Instead of them working with each other and everybody being one, no, they make niggas feel like there's always got to be this competitive competition. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's money within the competition, because then you got these groupies out here. You know, these groupies, these bandwagon jumpers, the ones that want to be a part of something because they ain't a part of nothing. So as long as something going on, they try to be in the middle of it so they can act like they got some shit. Right. So, yeah, that was Akbar's situation. She's a groupie. Because I ain't respect her shit. Like, if you got so much business, how you in somebody else's business? But then, me, I like JT. Like, the city girls, I like them. I like them. But I think JT and Cardi is two different type of people. Don't get me wrong. The only thing that they share is the fact is that they're both female rappers. And for that fact, I think that they should all kumbaya and choose to get along. But on other statures, they don't do the same things, nor do they dwell within the same circles. JT is JT and Cardi is Cardi. Cardi raps, yes, she's very, how can I say, multi-talented in her area. JT is very multi-talented in her area. She writes music for a lot of people, on top of the factors of rapping music that she writes for herself in her own group, which is the City Girls. So it could be like, I'm JT and I'm rapping about niggas over here, but I also write music for this person that's singing about love and this, that, and the third. So I am in multiple outlets. You understand? I'm not just here being a rapper. I'm also a writer. And that also puts me in a lot of different lanes to be more than just a city girl. You know, because people just think that, you know, you got one talent. Because people be taking this music shit too seriously. Like, some of it be serious, but some of the stuff is for entertainment purposes only. Like, a person really can't live their life like that every day. I mean, some people do, and those be the casualties that we see when people's lives be going. But you can't get comfortable in one setting. When you find your niche, you have to also find a lane. Like, okay, this works for me, let me see what else works for me. And you can enjoy doing more than one thing. So she enjoys rapping. Cardi is a rapper. She is a rapper. I wish most of the female rappers could get along, because then when it was Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown coming up, they try to put them against like any good female rappers. They always try to put them against each other. When Nicki was big and Remy was coming out, it was Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, and they was going to get like. It seems like they making it seem like there's more money in than the beef than the togetherness. Like, we'll make more money off them beefing than we would if all, you know, everybody got along. Whatever. I like y'all both. I like Cardi and I like JT. She makes it look good for the Brown sisters out here. And Cardi, I like her because she just don't give a fuck. She don't. She don't. She says what she feels and she speaks what she feels. And if it's on her mind, she gonna say it. So, she's not one of those people that you gonna just be able to come at and think she ain't gonna come back at you. And the thing that I like about her is she's not one of those internet thugs. Yeah, you might see what she said on the internet, but she goes straight to the source. She'll be done called you up like, hello? It's Cardi. What you say? I heard a bitch was saying something. Nah, but for real. Anybody that has something to say about Cardi, she calls them personally. Like, listen, we ain't even got to do this internet thing. Most females don't do that. They think you're just going to talk a little bit of shit on the internet and then that's going to be it. No. Let me get into this other story. I'm going to drop his name on the video because, listen, I don't know what was going on with this guy, but he lost his rabbit ass mind. Okay, I'm gonna put his name and a little clip of whatever, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But yo, he was on a killing spree, and he was doing like a 2-for-1 special. Like he was just walking up on people, bop bop bop, opening store doors, bop bop bop. He would ask people a question, bop bop bop. Now, mind you, he did this all day. They did not catch him until the end of the day. After he done killed and assaulted over maybe 9 people, I think it was like 9 or 10 people. What is going on with the world? Listen, love who you love. Keep who you can keep. Stay safe while you can stay safe, because this world is becoming a crazy ass place, and that's the truth. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know your girl is on that 100K chase. But yeah, I had to come and do some tea with Tay, because this week has been crazy. Ashanti's sister revealed her black eye. Well, Ashanti revealed her sister's black eye, which was different. Why she didn't reveal her own black eye? Like, it's my black eye. Let me tell people about my own black eye, but I guess she probably don't. Whatever. Anyway, the black eye was put out there, and I'm sorry she ever had to go through that, because as a woman, we all have been in situations that at some point we probably wasn't comfortable with. So if you did get the chance to remove yourself from that situation and you're now on the other side, God bless you. And if you're still on the inside trying to find out how to get on the other side, God bless you too, and I hope you find your way to safety soon. Marquise, I'm about to whip you, because you need a pow. Okay? You how old? You ain't no little ass boy. If you don't like the money that your father giving you and you say it's not enough, go get your own. Go get your own. That's the answer to that. Instead of being on the internet complaining, go get your own money and just give Auntie Latte the $6,700, okay? And I'll do just fine with that. I'll make sure that I do all the things that you seen that you could not do with it and make it happen. So just come drop it off. You can hit me up in my DMs. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. I don't really know how to work Twitter, so I ain't on there too often. But you definitely could get me on the gram. DM me, let me know when we could get that $6,700, transferred. You let me know how you work it, wire it, whatever you choose to do. I'm here for it. Being that it ain't enough for you, I'm pretty sure my kids will appreciate it. Mama, you'll do good with $6,700? She says yes. I agree. Cardi, hopefully next week will be a better week. And whatever beef the industry bees got going on with you will be resolved. Because it seems like every other day is your name with somebody else's name. And then if it ain't your name, it's your husband's name. And then it's just names and names and names and names. This your girl Latte. Coming to you from Latte's World. I am out.
Latte's World. Hey.